Of all the dirty tricks of war, one of the most potent and pernicious is to lie about who you are. Posing as someone your enemy trusts or is indifferent to can give you access to his inner quarters, allowing you to steal his secrets or hit him where it really hurts. Conversely, a good disguise can get you out of a dangerous situation and avoid the harm that the enemy would otherwise inflict on you. Deceptive identity mimicry, or mimicry for short, is a tool of war as potent as any weapon or fortification. If mimicry has not yet received much attention as a feature of conflict, it is partly because it does not say boom. If it succeeds, it may remain undetected, and if warring parties deter it by taking precautions against it, it remains unrealized, a mere counterfactual. And when it does manifest itself, it takes a myriad different forms, making it an unwieldy topic of study. No stable and definite rules dictate what makes or breaks a mimicry attempt, for it is always a dynamic game between at least two parties, and context-specific details matter greatly. Yet, as we shall learn in this book, mimicry shapes the behavior and organization of conflict actors to an extent that has hitherto not been appreciated. Identity mimicry occurs in many contexts as a deeply subversive ingredient in human interaction. We know it from as ancient a text as Genesis chapter 27 from the Old Testament, in which Jacob pretends to be his hairy brother Esau by wearing goatskin on his neck and arms, thereby tricking his blind father Isaac into blessing him. We encounter it in our daily lives through email scams, phone calls from fake representatives of Microsoft support, and Tinder dates who were nothing like what their profiles promised. Banks and businesses experience it through relentless fraud attempts involving fake identities, and diplomats and politicians face it in espionage threats. Most of us are cautious with strangers because we realize that trusting an impostor can have dire consequences. Perhaps that is why children are warned of it in Grimm's fairy tales, where Little Red Riding Hood gets eaten by a wolf dressed as her grandmother. It is not only bad guys and wolves who mimic, for morality is orthogonal to mimicry. Mimicry often serves valiant causes, whether offensively, think infiltration of the mob, as in the case of FBI Special Agent Joseph Pistone, a.k.a. Donnie Brasco, see the film by the same name, or defensively, as with Jews passing off as Christian Poles to escape the Gestapo during the Second World War. Deceptive identity signaling is simply a tactic, but can be a very powerful one at that. Rich societies have developed elaborate systems and institutions to prevent and mitigate fraudulent identity signaling. Passports, passwords, shibboleths, register offices, biometric databases, intelligence services, and other systems permeate modern society to the point where we consider them as facts of life.